Good day, everyone. Like I said, we're going to continue from where we stopped on in our Django series, and I'm going to be opening my VS Code now, and I'll go to remember our program is first base program, and we stopped at creating a profile. So I want to mention or bring to our attention um one of the good things with Django. There's what so in Python there's what they call inheritance, right? If we remember our Python programming basics, um, what inheritance does is it takes the properties of a function or a class, which is an object. You can inherit um, properties that belong to a particular class or belong to a particular function and inherit it as others in other function or class, meaning you can inherit it, some of its properties, and use it. So Django still follows that particular uh, framework, and it follows it to the latter, funny enough. So there's what they call template inheritance. So you the same way you inherit functions or um, classes, properties of a function or properties of a class, you can actually inherit properties of a template. What do I mean by template? So I can inherit this HTML boiler template. I can inherit it and use it in a different HTML file or a template. So I don't need to write all of this stuff. And it's such a way that you don't really need to be building the front end at every point in time. So the Django follows what they call the dry principle, do not repeat yourself principle, which is pretty interesting. And that's because you don't want to have to repeat yourself every time. You only do it once and it works for every. So I'm going to be creating under my template folder. I'm going to creating what they call a base template, base.html. And what I want to do is to build everything on the base template. This base template, every other um, HTML file will pick directly from, will inherit properties of the base template. Okay, so I'll build also a navigation bar HTML. So this will just take something like let me see, a link, um, a link. Let's just say this will be home in the link, and this is just the front end is just HTML CSS, which is pretty important that you guys should know. Profile, and let's just say contact us. So what I want this to do is um let's say I go to a particular website. Let's just say W3 schools, for instance. What I'm trying to do is to build a link to a different each time you click um each time you click a link like this, you can see. So this is the landing page, that's w3schools.com. If I click on Python, it will take me to that particular page. So this is what I'm trying to do, but in a more crude form. I'm not trying to do it in a fancy form like what they do. They're just crude. It will just come as a list. um yes, so it will come as a list. And so I would say, let's say an unordered list, and I'll do this. This is a link, and this is a list. And so this is HTML. You guys are supposed to know. It's really important that you guys know HTML, CSS. At least you don't need to know it to professional level, but it's really important you know how to use front end. It's a very important part of being a software engineer. So now that I've done that, I'm gonna save it. Now I want to inherit this particular list um on my in my base template. So because if I run this, open this live um in my browser, it's gonna show me something like this. Let it display. Yeah, so ordered list. So it's going to show me something like this. This is just what I want, but I actually want an unordered list, which is sorry, unordered list. So it's not. So by the time I refresh, it will give me something. Yeah, so something like this. So it's a clickable list. You can make it something fancy like this, but for this intended purpose. So by the time I click on home, it will take me to my base template. By the time I click on profile, which is this profile, or contact us, which I'm going to create a HTML template, a HTML file for it. So the next video, we're actually going to continue where we stopped. That's from here, inheriting it in the base template.